Greetings, scholars, and welcome back to our study of Pokemon Blue. I was saying my feelings about competitive play. I don't know, man. Ugh, it's been a few minutes. Alright, competitive play, right? You got that one team that's just like the overused meta team, right? That everyone uses because, I don't know, they upload it to like Smogon or something, and everyone's like, yeah, that's the team you have to use if you want to win. I don't remember which way I was going. No, you can't steal my Pokédex. And like, I don't like it because of that reason. And I feel like it's true for a lot of strategy-related games where, like, you're supposed to choose... Oh, I became confused, you jerk. Where, like, you're supposed to use different strategies against different people, and it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors, but way more complex. But instead, it just becomes, like, a game of chess, which, I mean, I like chess just fine, don't get me wrong, but if I'm playing something that's much more complex than chess, I'd rather be playing it in a more complex manner. Although, I suppose, with everything that goes into chess, I don't think I can say with confidence that it's more complex than... that's less than complex than Pokemon. The game itself is, surely. But as soon as you get into the complexity of play, you know, whatever. You guys know what I mean. I'm not shooting myself in the foot. It's fine. Maybe it's not a fair way to look at it, but I just want to be able to be like, yeah, I bring these Pokemon that I like and I train them really well and they're really strong to a competition and not be like the lowest tier. But I don't know. It was Generation 4 when I started, like, seriously playing Pokemon. And I made a team that I really liked, and against my friends, I beat them probably 3 out of 4 times. I don't want to get, like, be like, oh yeah, I beat them 9 out of 10 times, because I don't think it was, like, that clear cut. I think it was, like, I had a good leg over them, but it wasn't... Oh, Ivysaur, you've been so unlucky. This is the strategy. This is what you do. Pokemon stronger than you, just doesn't matter. Just paralyze and wrap them. And even if they... even when they get out of your wrap, they're still paralyzed. Holy cow. This guy's gonna take me out. Oh no. Oh no. Ivysaur, you can take it, right? This is rough. Anyway. Yeah, so I have a... because of that, I have a hard time considering going into competitive play. I'll play like the friendlies, or I'll play against friends. But I'm not gonna go ahead and try to go for competition leagues or anything. Holy crap. I would sooner do it for Smash Brothers. Is it? Oh, it's because he's faster than me. He keeps... Jeez. I feel bad about that. Like, this guy just literally tortured my Ivysaur to death. That is not cool. I mean, I suppose I've done it before with all those Metapods. Clefairy? Go beat up your little sister. And I don't think it's a bad thing. If that's what the meta turns out to be, that's what the meta turns out to be. It's just not something I'm interested in. And I don't know, I think that's just the nature of everything having different stats. There's going to end up being some dominant strategy that's just going to outbeat everything else. Even if it can be beaten by something else. Dragapult is Dragapult? Maybe there's no L before the P. I don't remember. I'm gonna be like flashing it every 10 minutes. Oh, whoops. Okay. There are obvious ways to beat him. Like, there are normal fairy types, which would get rid of his 2 stab moves that he would use. Let's see, who do I want to use? I guess Clefable, right? Then you'd have... But then, you know, he would just switch out to something that would beat the normal fairy type. And it's not like there's many strong normal fairy types, so just because you have a counter for... yeah, I don't know what the hard counter is for Dragapult. It's probably something a little bit more simple, like, oh yeah, this guy... Use this guy, he could easily take the hit, and then use a fairy type move or a ghost type move or whatever. Or maybe even like a Shadow Punch or Sucker Punch or something like that. Something that has increased priority. All of that said, it's... I don't know. No, it's just another rat that doesn't matter. I would say I haven't looked that much into it, but that's partially not true. I was spending a good amount of time just kind of figuring out what the... Not what to counter Dragapult, but he was... Like, I was trying to make a sweeper out of Barraskewda. And Dragapult was like the one thing I was afraid of. That and Excelgor, but Excelgor, I think I found a quick, easy way to get rid of him. He doesn't have much health. But with Dragapult, he could take a hit. That was a problem. I was a sweeper, and there was a sweeper that was doing a better job than me. And could one-hit me. That was Barraskewda's one big issue, is that he didn't have much for health. He had decent defense. But, if I remember right, anyway. But all of that said... Oh yeah, I was gonna use an item finder here. Nope! Yeah, there's no hidden items down here, is there? But he was only faster if Rain hadn't had the chance to activate. So I'm like, oh, I'll use a Pokemon that has... Prankster and can learn Rain Dance, and you know, it ended up being that kind of whole thing. By the end of it, I was looking at how slow a Pokemon can be, then have its speed doubled by like Tailwind or Agility or something like that, in order to be faster than Dragapult and also be able to one-hit him. That's just how you end up having to think, because you know that people are going to be using this one Pokemon. Because they look at the stats, they say he's got the highest speed and really good, I think it's special attack? I think it's both, honestly. I don't really remember, but oh great, now Clefable's paralyzed. Fully paralyzed? Oh no! Oh god, why? Oh my god. This is gonna just keep happening. And I'm gonna hit it with Pound and it's like not gonna do enough damage now because it keeps absorbing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I have to switch somebody out. Firo, go. Alright. I don't think there's anything else really to mention. That's just how I feel about meta. It's not my favorite. But when you get into something like Magic, it's very similar, I think. I mean, don't quote me on that. I'm sure that there's like multiple deck types that you can use without it being like, oh yeah, why are you using that one instead of this one? This one's outright better. But okay, so I'm at the end, it looks like. I'm gonna check this last corner and I'm gonna head out. Oh god, I forgot. Oh jeez. Oh no, my friend. Yeah, no, there are in games like that where there's just so many variables, so many potential cards, so many potential Pokemon. It ends up being there's one dominant strategy, but then there's ways to counter that dominant strategy, so you end up kind of having that back and forth, and it balances itself, but there's usually still the overall dominant strategy, I'd imagine. Like, that's from my relatively minor look at how these things work. That's what it looks like to me. The fandom chooses one dominant strategy and everybody says, I'm going to use that deck or that team, and it's just the end for you. There's no more creativity in that meta anymore. Which is why in how isn't that super effective? Oh, is Karate Chop a normal type move in this game? That's weird. Yeah, I need to switch her out. What am I doing? It's not stats, you fool! You foul human being. Speaking of fouls. It's not. It's a bird. It's different. Which is the whole meta thing is, that's why I like fighting games so much, is that while there may be a character that's like outright better than most other characters, you still end up having to, I'm gonna save after all that. I don't want to have to do that again. You may as a player just be better. And sure, in Pokemon you can have mind games. You can, I don't know, you just so happen to train the Pokemon with higher defense rather than special defense off of a fluke, and you sent it out and it survived a hit and was able to take out the Pokemon you were afraid of. I don't know. Very specific situation I was imagining there. Mostly Pachirisu. Ah, that Pachirisu. I don't remember what year it was. I want to say like 2012. It was Generation 6? It was once everything went 3D. I'm pretty sure it's Generation 6. Yeah, definitely not 7, and I know it wasn't 5, so it must have been, yeah. I didn't see. Pidgeotto, okay. Fury attack, I think, is potentially stronger. No, don't do that. I hate you. Oh, this is the worst. Your pecs are so much stronger than mine are. It's just embarrassing. And your cool hair. Nice level up. Alright, nice 420 blaze it. Alright. I think that's basically all I have to say about that. This Pokemon is gonna, this episode is gonna be called something like, oh, I like this guy. He's the guy that sneezes. This episode is gonna be called something like my opinion on meta or something, and it's gonna be super fucking. Oh no! What am I doing? You're paralyzed still. Oh, the self-destruct. No, you're dead, and he's dead. So Firo gets the experience. All right, sad slash. No. Yeah, it's gonna be my opinion on meta. And, yeah, them's the jokes. I got a little distracted there. And even then, if you ask me tomorrow, I might even tell you different information. It's just, I never got into... Yeah, there you go, he sneezes. I never got into meta because I just don't like the overall feeling of sameness with everyone's playstyle. Well, thank you for tuning in on this episode. On to Lavender Town, but before that, I want to catch a Cubone. So that's exciting. Bye.